Oz Rabbit, what's up? Says, please don't shoot the messenger, but Paige says a woman's purse is secret. Vomiting into one is essentially a death sentence. Also, a woman. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, everyone, live. This is for you. This is for you. Hey, are you busy? Do you have a second?
Sure.
Okay. I just need, you don't have to come on. You can just, I just need the sound of your voice.
Okay.
All right. I need to propose a scenario to you. Okay. So we were discussing on the podcast the other day that sometimes, because I got sick, right? So we were talking about barf and all that. It became a topic of conversation. It lasted a while. Not great. So we got to talking about like situations where you have nowhere to go, you have nothing to do, and there was a video I watched. I remember of like a girl at like on a bridal party where she just hacked blue chunks right there in the middle of the wedding, and it was awful, right? Yeah. So we got to talking about like what would happen, what do you do, right? Yeah. So my thought process was, I was like, well, here's the thing. Knowing that, like, most of the time, at least for me at least, it's not been super liquidy. Like, when you're drinking alcohol and you barf, you're barfing up alcohol. It's liquid, whatever. But when you eat and you're sick, it's chunky. Yeah. So my thought process was, rather than have that hit the ground and ruin the room.
Okay, but where are you?
In a church.
In a church.
Yeah. Let's say, like, the wedding we just went to.
Yes.
Small room.
Yeah.
Right. So my thought process was, rather than let it hit the floor, and then have that stench ruin the entire event, right? I would try to like grab my shirt and do this, and then get up and run out of there with my suit ruined.
Yeah. So
that at the very least the damage is minimal. It's still gonna be there. The moment's gonna be awkward. There might be a little bit of like, splat here or there. But containing it within here with a chunky, not liquidy vomit and running out, I felt was the best situation. Okay. Everyone thinks I'm out of my mind and I'm crazy. Okay. Now, before I go to part 2, what do you think of part 1?
I don't think it's crazy. But you have to be sure it's chunky, because it's just like if it's not going to be contained in your shirt, now you've just ruined your shirt and it's on the floor. And now you've just, you have to know your vomit very well and intimately.
So you have to like kind of feel it as it comes out and be like, this is chunky or no.
Because you can't, it's true, at least you can just dispose of the problem right away.
Yeah.
And you don't have to ruin the newlywed's day. You know what I mean? As much as, okay, let's call the janitor. Okay, do you have a mop? It's like you get to do all that behind the scenes.
Now, some people did point out that, like, let's say you're wearing your suit and it's like a button-up shirt. The holes around the buttons are going to make the seam along the shirt is going to create a place where the vomit can seep through. And I'm like, and I usually when I wear my suits, I have a vest with it as well. Okay. You might have a double layer. I'm not sure. It's not 100% perfect situation.
It's a risky move.
It's a risky move, but I thought it would be damage control, where I'm diving in front of a bullet to save the moment, right? So, okay.
It's risky, and you got to know your vomit.
Okay, now here's the second part, right? Yeah. I was then going like, well, what if it's not going to be a ton, and then you just went for your pocket, right? And now you've got a suit pocket full of barf, which is contained, very, very aimable. And then you piece, right?
But at that moment, you might as well just swallow it back.
Oh!
It's enough to be in a suit pocket. A suit pocket is small.
You can't swallow, though. Remember, vomit is involuntary.
But you... And then swallow.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think you'd get that much. That's way too much. I don't think you get that.
Vomit.
I don't think
fucking gross.
That cartoon reaction of yeah, right. Okay. So I know that you have the moments where it comes up and goes back down. I've never had it come all the way up to the point where I could get it back down, but I've had it go like I've felt that like, oh, it's right there. Right. That's happened, right?
I feel if you're in a jeans pocket, that's big enough.
I don't have If you have the ability to actually do that, I'm unfamiliar with that feeling. It's always been like, oh, it's coming, right? So
maybe acid reflux type of thing.
Okay. Yeah. So here's scenario 3, right? after discussing this, universally, I'm considered a madman for trying to save the wedding from the ruined stench of a janitor coming in to put product on the ground, and now it's going to stops everything, and now it's all going to smell like cleaner and vomit, and then they have to somehow pick up where they left off, and it's that every moment you smell that, you're like, this is ruined, right? I'm like, I can't, so I'd rather, you know. So then the third thing we got to is, what if me knowing that there's nowhere to go with that, and the shirt was not an option for whatever reason, I grabbed your purse as the only container that would 100% contain all of it, and then move away from the wedding into the bathroom to deal with that. And then anything in there that's damaged, of course, can be replaced later, is my thought process. What do you feel about
the head tilt you did not see, guys?
What do you feel about grabbing your purse to contain the vomit to not ruin the wedding? Let me know.
I feel conflicted.
Okay.
Because I was following you up till there.
Okay.
The problem is, what's in my purse? I've got my phone. I've got my wallet. Wallet has creases. How are you gonna get vomit out of like the creases of where my bank cards go?
It's done.
You know what I mean? I've got makeup brushes. You're gonna like clean my you know what I mean? Like I don't want to put that on my face now. So it's a lot of nooks and crannies that I don't think can be salvaged.
Okay. Here's my thought process once again.
And you gotta fucking know me well.
Yeah.
To make that move.
It's got it. No. You're not doing it to the random person nearby you.
But still, because like it's different if you're as a lady making that call and you're like, I'll burn this, it's fine.
Yeah.
But for you to be like, I'm gonna make that call for you. You're
okay.
Burn this.
So here's again, right? What did you say? You said your purse, your makeup, your cards.
Everything.
Wallet, phone.
All replaceable. What's not replaceable is this day. This moment in time is not replaceable. I can get you your bank cards. I can get you your wallet. I can get you the purse itself. You don't have to clean that shit. I'm replacing it. You know, that's it's all material.
Yeah.
It's all burn it, you'll get it back, right? Well, don't burn it. If there's a photo in there that you need, I'm going to go clean that off and make sure that doesn't, you know, if there's some specific memory photo or items in there, then you got to do what you got to do, right? But the most part damage is going to things that are material goods that can be replaced. That's why in my head it makes more sense. But let me know.
It's very white and black to say the moment is ruined and you cannot like purchase that back. It's more about inconvenience, like the minutes of inconvenience of the wedding versus the inconvenience of not having anything with you for the rest of the night because it all got thrown away, and then having to go through and replace everything. There's like, I feel conflicted.
Counterpoint.
I feel conflicted.
Okay.
I'm not saying one way or
Counterpoint.
another, but that hurts more.
That's my purse. I don't know you. End of story.
Counterpoint. The rest of the night implies that it would have been a normal wedding into reception anyway. When the moment the barf happens, that situation is foobar. It's gone, right?
Foobarf.
Foobarf. Thank you. Fucked up beyond all repair. Fuck. It's a situation in which you're not going to have a normal reception after that because that happened. So to me, I'm thinking, well, yeah, it's not about not having your stuff anymore because we might be piecing out to fix the situation.
For a few minutes, yeah.
No, for more than a few minutes.
Because you're thinking it's that embarrassing that you can't come back to the wedding?
Not unless you can come back to the wedding with no damage left. The cleanup process and or fix process or whatever it is. Yeah.
It takes a few minutes.
You might need to go forever. You might need to leave forever. You might need to leave and come back that night.
No. It makes it worse.
If you don't come back at all?
Yeah. You just gotta.
You gotta live through it? Okay, no. You're right. You show up and you don't make it like you're the one person that left the wedding barfing and then never showed up again.
Exactly.
And that's the end of the story.
Awkward.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You gotta come back and swallow your pride. You gotta swallow. Okay. But, so my follow-up is, you don't have your stuff, but that's a given, because that's still, you're out until you can handle the problem of you missing your stuff, including going to buy the stuff you would need in a replacement way.
Because like the way you're saying it, you're saying it's material, I can replace it, but do you know the amount of love that goes into picking a purse? Like, they care. It's like,
but
it's a nice purse. I'm gonna go around all day with it. I'm gonna have memories. I'm gonna put everything inside it. This is a part of me.
The next day on Amazon or in whatever store, I would go buy the identical item and put it down on the table so you don't miss a beat.
What if it's handmade?
Well, now you're getting complicated.
Hey, I want to get complicated. You're trying to dodge like this bullets.
But before we twist it into that way,
okay,
right? In general,
save the wedding or sacrifice something.
But this is
because I'm going to minimize the damage of inconvenience, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
I'm going to minimize it as much as possible with replacements for any permanently damaged items as quickly as can be, including the next day or the same day. I will leave the wedding, go in an Uber to the store, buy that new purse, buy the wallet, get whatever we can get, right? Get whatever makeup items you need, get whatever, you know what I mean?
All my concert tickets and shit.
Well, now this is where we have the problem. I will photocopy those tickets
with the chunks
and print them for so you have clean version. I will go out of my way to replicate the bag, because to me it's all we can worry about it later time.
Yeah.
Versus, oh fuck, this is the reception they've spent 5 digits on. This is a moment that matters here. What's the cost of replacing every item in this bag over the next week or 3 or 4 days?
Damn, I'm never getting married.
What is the replacement of, what is the time sink of getting all these items replaced? It's not the cost of this wedding day.
Let me switch the question though. You're getting married. Someone in the front row is about to barf, and they're gonna barf in their girlfriend's purse. And now you see them walk out being like, oh my god, they have to go and replace all of their shit. Would you feel it was worth it? Are you like, thank God you did that? Otherwise I would be so pissed.
That person is a soldier.
Because for me, I would feel bad. That's why I'm like, that feels like a lot of inconvenience.
You have a lot more empathy in cases where I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But the smell of vomit, and this is where the under the other twist took, right? So Pat was like, vomit has a smell?
What?
Exactly. We don't even get into that because it got weird. He literally, his sense of smell is so bad that he didn't even know that vomit had a smell, right? I was saying that to me, the smell of the vomit lingering in the area means I cannot continue the wedding.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That's me.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know how, if other people are less sensitive.
Yeah.
If they are, then I guess that's a different situation. But to me, I cannot continue. It's not great.
Yeah.
I can't be there. It's that bad. To stand there and do the whole rest of it, it's fucked. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
We gotta move this to another. Like, it's gonna have to figure out a way more clusterfuck situation because I can't stand there and deal with that.
I didn't consider it a smell. I get used to smells faster.
You know, so that's my thought process as to why
You're more sensitive to
everything is more important than barfing on the floor and ruining it. Because to me, ruining it is not a momentary inconvenience. The momentary inconvenience is the person out.
Yeah.
Right? The permanent inconvenience or the ruiner is the part where the room smells like vomit for the rest of the day because you can't return to the ceremony after that. And if you are, you're gagging and going like, okay, let's just pretend we don't smell something garbage.
Yeah.
So that's why.
I would say I think there's a good argument for both.
Okay.
Or puking in a purse or puking on the floor.
Now.
And if that happened to me and you made it as pain-free as possible, I
yeah,
would be okay with it.
you would be okay with it. Okay.
If you explained everything that you just explained.
Yes, right? What do you need immediately? After I've cleaned up, right? I will go to the store and get anything.
We'll do all that tomorrow.
Day of.
What's inconvenient?
I will Uber to the mall.
Is missing out on this moment. That's inconvenient.
I mean, I might need to go get a change of clothes anyway.
Of course.
Right? Let's be real. I might need to go get a change of clothes anyway. But that's all my thought process, right? And that's why. So does that... Have I walked through the steps? Does this not create a logical A to B to C of, like, but the room smells like shit and you can't be there anyway, so therefore let's not ruin the wedding by temporarily doing this and replacing the items, because the cost of the purse and everything in it is replaceable and much less expensive than the cost of replacing the wedding. Am I so crazy?
I don't even know what to say.
Everyone disagrees, but why? Why do you, like, what? So tell me then. It's no as in what? No as in it's more expensive? It's going to be more expensive to replace the purse than to pay for the rest of the wedding? That makes no sense. What are you talking about?
So you would have to empty the purse first, maybe, and make a bunch of cling, 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 and then puke in the purse and go away to save the stuff in there.
If you have the extra seconds to dump and barf, yeah, you know what? Dump and barf.
That's the best option.
Yeah,
and
okay.
That's better than puking in a shirt.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
So if you have 2 seconds, you don't have time to get up and squeeze out the rope.
And weddings are small purses, so it's easy to empty. It's not like those never-ending.
Oh, it's true.
You don't have time to get out of your seat, but you do have the 2 seconds to dump and barf. Okay? So we dump the items of the purse onto the floor, and we use the purse itself as the container. Nothing of value was lost. The purse itself, you don't even clean it out. I zip the purse up, put it in the trash.
It's self-contained. You could just walk around with that purse all day and no one would even know.
I mean,
oh
the
my
smell
God.
would be locked in. You wouldn't even know. These clutches.
Seal the purse,
Right.
seal the clutch, go out back, put it in the dumpster, go get the same clutch, and put the shit back in it. And you just gotta hold those items, right, awkwardly in the chair, and within the hour, we're back on the beat.
Yeah. That's fine. That's the best option.
What now? What now, chat? What's wrong with the dump and barf?
I feel like this conversation was maybe like 1/10 of the length of the barf conversation you've had over the past 3 days. Like,
fuck out of here with your fucking no, Woolie, no, you're crazy. Nuh-uh, it doesn't make sense. No, it's not that. You can just say no all you want, but you're not presenting reasons. You don't have facts.
If it was just me,
facts, y'all.
As soon as
dump and barf.
As soon as I would get
Wedding solved.
Oh my God. As soon as I would get the nausea feeling, I would like probably act already. I'd be like, I'm gonna leave because I don't feel good. If it's a really quick barf, man, like you got issues.
My favorite barf.
Like if you just like 5-second barf.
Luckily, I've never had the 5-second barf.
Okay.
Right? I've always had enough time to be like, oh, I'm going.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here. And the worst it's been has been like maybe like 45 seconds or so. But alcohol is different. I really want to stress that alcohol is a different type of sick.
Yeah.
When you're going to get sick from booze, it's consistently different. You have a different warning time. Your wits are not about you. Like, there's a million factors that change that.
And usually,
I'm talking about food sick.
Yeah. I think most of the chat is reacting no, because they're probably all dudes and they're just scared about like purses. And
Well,
just like,
the reason why is because a clip from last night where Pat relayed what I talked about to Paige resulted in Paige going, absolutely not, fuck you, how dare you, and then apparently she had some makeup that was really expensive or something and it fell on the floor and she got really cried about it or
I've
something.
seen some hands fly when a guy tried to peek in a girl's purse and I was like,
I'm like
I'm learning.
Listen, I get it.
I'm learning.
The makeup is expensive. Yeah.
It's private property.
Yeah. I'm taking that expense. I will take that cost.
You puking in her purse is basically you taking a dump on her lawn and saying like, yeah, it's your private property, but I'll clean it up in a bit. I just really needed to take a dump. It's diarrhea. It just came out of me,
but
and
what's
that's
the
where I had to do it.
alternative, right?
And I think
Shit yourself.
Yeah, but that's only ruining my day, right? I don't care about that. I'm choosing to ruin my day,
Okay.
right? But here's the other thing now. Apply this wedding scenario to when you're inside a car, because when you barf in a car, it's done.
See, it's rough because I was down with the wedding scenario because it's usually a small purse that you never, or I'll speak for me, I never use, and you just put very few items that are necessary, so it's not so bad. But a lot of women have purses that like they've had for years, and there's just receipts, and there's all this bullshit, and there's all these things and objects, and it just
It's like a high school locker.
So that's like a lot to barf on.
Dump
you
and
know?
barf. D&B.
It's so deep.
Yeah.
D&B.
That's
really deep.
I'm grabbing one
And-
pocket.
and-
You have multiple pockets.
They don't
I'm
want
grabbing
you
one.
to see what's in there. It's a mess.
Yeah.
I'm taking one pocket. D&B.
Yeah.
D&B in one pocket. Save the wedding.
Again, wedding, yes. Because small purse. But I'm like, car, shit. Puke out the window.
On the side of the car.
Yeah. Don't do it inside the carpet. Just go.
I guess if you don't, I hope you don't die sticking your head out. But,
Okay, yeah. Well, you're not gonna jump out like a dog.
Well,
There's no cars that come
to
that
get
close to
no
you.
getting your neck only out. Like if you go head out without full clearance, it's just hitting the side of the car.
That's fine. Cars can be washed much
Yes.
easier than the interior.
You know
much
what?
Easier than the purse.
That's fine. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Hitting the side of the car is optimal to the inside of the car. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I will take that. That makes sense. But that wedding scenario as described, with the oh no, my expensive makeup, you can get more. I will buy it. It'll be here tomorrow.
With all those caveats, I can agree with you.
All right.
All right.
That's it. That's all.
So puke in Paige's bag.
This is
problem.
You know, it's not even, it's beyond a compromise. It is the correct thing to do if you don't want to fuck up the person's day and or life wedding, most important day of their life. You know?
It's for me, it's especially the awkwardness when the couple has to wait and then the janitor comes to clean shit up. And there's like, do we continue? Do we just wait? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The moment's like, and then when do you start up again?
But it's like, but I think we've walked down the steps and we've concluded we've reached an airtight result here, right? There is nothing but minimized damage with the story unfolding in the way that I've presented it.
But again, I just say it's risky. You really got to know your body.
Yeah.
Like, again, a clutch is small.
Certainly.
You got to know what the volume
And I mean, yeah, like someone's saying, oh, just walk around with a plastic bag. Like, all of these preemptive, you know what I mean? Walk around with a barf bag.
But
like,
really,
all of
really,
that-
really, if you have a bag or a purse, keeping a bag rolled up in your purse is safe.
Sure. And you know what, Reggie? Here's my alternative. Don't get sick. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the scenario we're describing.
Okay.
The point of the discussion
Yeah.
is how you deal with an unprepared
emergency.
moment.
Yeah.
Not that you did the preparation to begin with beforehand.
Well,
You
this 8-hour conversation now will remind me to keep a bag in my bag, plastic bag, just in case I get sick, so I don't have to barf in her purse or
Sure.
something.
If I had a fucking backpack with me, you can bet I'm doing the same thing.
Yep.
If I had if I had a drawstring, that's a really thin, risky thing. But if it's mostly chunky,
All right, we're done with this. Thanks a lot.
no problem. Thank you very much. I'm sure everyone will clip and send that where it needs to go.
Oh, God.
So that people that are being irrational about their makeup can hear the truth about
Very important.
what makes more sense. And if the answer is nah, though, then it's like, okay, I get it, cool. You care more about yourself than trying to help the situation for your friends and or the people that you care about. That's it. If your answer is nah, me, though, then barf all over the floor and, in fact, do your best to aim it at the dress. You know what I mean? That's it. If you're just like, I don't care, fuck all these people, then just barf on the dress. Who cares? But if you're trying to do something good, if you're trying to take the hit because it's your fault to begin with, If you're trying to be a good person, you will not subject your friends and family and everyone you care about to a ruined day.
You're a hero.
You're a hero.
You're a hero.
You're a fucking hero. You took the bullet. You took the bullet. Nah, though, just barf on the ground. It's fine. Ruin it. Then the janitor comes in and wipes it up and sprays the product, and now we gotta sit here, and my eyes at the altar are fucking tearing up, not because of the wedding day proposal or any of the vows being read, but because the chemicals are hitting me and I can barely stand up. The fumes of the barf plus chemical solution are death, and we're all fucking hotboxing. Come on. Come the fuck on. Y'all make no sense.
Yes, you can flee
Thank
now.
you. You're good to go. Thank you.
Flee.
Appreciate it. And you know what? I love that you're able to walk through the logical steps and follow me to what is a reasonable conclusion. Sure, it's nobody wants to have their shit barfed on, but nobody wants to have their wedding, reception, and or day ruined completely.
And there you have
Are
it.
you charging a consultation fee?
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Consultation
Right?
fee from Punchmom. That was 20 minutes.
I have no problem taking 20 minutes to walk through because people are like, "Yo, Woolie's got crazy talk now. He's gone off the deep end, right?" And I'm like, "This is an airtight step-by-step process. I've addressed from the moment it comes up. I've addressed every single item of why it is still a better idea." And the answer that I seem to be challenged with at each step is just, no, though. Cool. Good counter-argument. No.
What's better?
Nah, you're crazy. No. Okay, cool. So barfing on the floor will not result in a giant smell that'll stick around for the rest of the day?
Ugh.
I gotta use the bathroom.
Go ahead. Holy moly.
Motherfuckers. Don't come at me. Don't at me. I'm shifting the goalposts. I'm shifting the goalposts? How am I shifting the goalposts? Am I still at a wedding barfing into a bag to save it from hitting the floor? What's a shift? Oh, the dump? The dump of the stuff and then the optimization of the strategy is a shifting of goalposts? One guy? One guy? What are we playing today?
We are playing Indivisible. We've progressed a lot. We're almost there. We're almost there. But no.
I've worn them down. Everybody is now at the point of, dear God, please stop, or logical, airtight, makes sense. I've worn them down. I've talked you all in because it makes sense. I will stand and die on a hill of logic, reason, fucking take that, atheists.
Oh my God.
I will absolutely. I will walk you through it until you don't want to be here anymore.
Feeding barf.
Step by step. And your first reaction is, that's a terrible idea, Woolie, don't do that. And now you're like, oh yeah, I guess that is optimal, huh?
Sure. There's no better option. Get out of here.
Use the fucking bathroom.
Fucking guy.
Talk to him, Reggie. Talk to
I have
him.
nothing to say to them, okay? They've been spoken to. They're like, let's move on. Not this barf shit again. Get out. Throwing salt on you, snail. Woolie the snail. God damn it. I'm sorry, guys. It's not always going to be like this. But we have to deal with logical nonsense. It's already 2 p.m. Frick. Like, why would just walk out of the room? What's wrong with that? If you know it's coming, just... I'm trying so hard. You don't need to thank me, guys. I am trying to be the voice of reason next to the voice of reason. Okay?
The opening qualifier was that you don't have time to walk out of the room.
The opening qualifier was that you don't have time to walk out of the room, says Woolie. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to get back into this. You win. You win, Woolie.
Of course I do.
Of course you win. God damn it. Why am I so worked up? I was chill with this at first. Shit, you got Japan and Canada
Oh yeah.
type of thing going on. It's really cool. Yo, that's sick!
Yo, peep it.
Yo,
Check it out. It's branches, right?
there's Sakura and everything, and
then the
then...
legs of the deer, right? You got the deer leg, and then you got the same style.
Yeah.
Fucking,
That's fucking concept. Okay, I dig it.
right?
Japanada.
Come on now.
That's right, that's all it is.
Come on now.
Okay, no more puke talk
I don't know who y'all think you're fucking with, but
for the next week.
coming out here serving looks, Reggie. Living room looks. Serving looks in my big slips. Serving looks for no one and nothing in my big slips, baby. That's how we do it. But can this outfit hold the vomit, though?
It seems a bit
can.
absorbent.
It can.
It would hold the
Two
chunks,
layers.
but not the liquid.
Right here, right? Right here, 2 layers, because you've got pocket.
Oh, so the liquid would maybe
If it
like...
seeps through, it's going to stop on the bottom layer right here.
So you have more
Bam.
time.
Look at that. Right in.
That's good. That's
Right
good.
in. Right? Absorbency tests.
No! We're not doing a tampon commercial. Not pouring shit all over yourself. See if it absorbs it. It's not even blue. You got the wrong color for this. We can't even see if you're lying or not.
Absorbency test. Do it. Do it, coward. Do it. How much Red Bull you got in there?
I have about 4/5. Don't do it, bruh. Oh my god, he's doing it.
Still pulled up. Bottom is dry. Reggie is my witness. Bottom is dry.
This fool poured Red Bull on himself.
Bottom is dry.
Oh my
Nothing.
God.
Nothing.
Do I need to go get a towel or something?
I have time. Look how much time I have. Look how much time I have.
Yeah.
Okay? Still pulled up. Still pulled up.
Damn it.
I have time to get up and deal with the situation right now.
The madman. This is...
Leak? You see any leaks?
Watch out for the mouse.
That's
there you
fine.
go.
Do you see leaks?
Get out of here.
Do you see
It's not
any
leaking.
leaks?
It's not leaking.
Talk to him.
The lengths that this guy will go to prove a point. It's like I'm wearing fucking Scott towels. This works. My theory is sound. The equations are balanced. There's no loss. Steph, talk to your boy.
I just poured Red Bull on my shirt.
I heard. Christ, this is not a. Ethan, always have to be right. You always go to all these lengths just to prove
Dry. Dry. Dry.
God damn it.
So now you're just gonna sit there the whole stream.
With a dry sweater because there's no liquid here?
There's Red Bull in there, dude.
There is Red Bull in there, but whatever.
It's in the fibers.
Well, I hope they send us another case so we can do more testing.
Apparently we're on the list.
Yeah! We can have like a bathtub full of Red Bull. Have you sit in it. Come out. I'm dry.
Smells like Red Bull.
That's what you get.
That is what I get. That is what I get. And that's pure liquid, mind you. And this is what I would wear to a wedding. Look how fucking sick it is.
You're gonna go see your tailor, be like, you see this fabric? I want the same thing, but with a suit. The comfiest suit you can make me.
Motherfuckers coming at me sideways. You come at the king, you best come correct.